I went on the internet, found some of the most ridiculous posts on LinkedIn.
I just spent my lunch with a homeless man. I bought him coffee and we had a lovely long chat. Then I invited him to a local meditation class, which I said I would pay for if he ever wants to attend. People have helped me get to where I am now, so I'll always try and help others. Heart emoji. I don't want nor need recognition for what I did. God. And try to okay. And try and do often. Oh my gosh. Oh.
Yeah, she really doesn't need the recognition, bro.
Okay. But I would be very grateful, truly grateful, if you made an effort next time you pass by someone who could do with your help. Remember, the secret to living is giving. Hashtag help each other.
This lady really doesn't want the recognition, does she? No. She had to go and post it on LinkedIn. And she's changing the world with this post, to be honest, because she's going to inspire other people to help homeless people.
Facts.
So honestly, and you know what homeless people really need? Meditation classes, because that's the highest up on their priority list. Not food, not a home, not anything else.
You know what? I'll give her credit. I think there is something about just spending time with other people and people inviting you to do things with them. I think if she just said she took him without all the extra, I don't need recognition, then it would be totally fine. But because she was virtue signaling with, this is something I do every time, it just kills the point of the post. It actually makes her deed look criminal more than a good thing.
Yeah, I agree actually. The deed is not that bad. The part that's the worst is the post. Her posting it at all, and the way she was like, the secret to living is giving. Like, I don't know.
Those are bars, though.
I can't. They're bars.
Those are bars. That's a coffee mug.
All right, next one. Around 15 years ago, I needed to use a pen that was near my boss's desk, and so I asked him if it was his. He replied, Asim, no, it's not mine. It's ours. I only realize it now, but I've been blessed to have had some incredible managers. Don't seek a great job, seek a great manager.
Okay, Asim wasn't in the wrong for this one. I'm not gonna lie.
It's a pen. It's like 25 cents.
Bro, it's still
This incredible event in Asim's life made him feel the need to go post on LinkedIn and talk about how amazing his manager is.
But I mean, it's not just that fact that Asim got that pen. It's the fact that it wasn't the manager's pen, it was his pen. It was our pen. You know what I'm saying?
Our pen.
Yes.
Yes. Revolutionary. Incredible. How does this have 5,622 likes? That's what's blowing my mind right now. Like, that many people were like, this guy is so insightful. This post is worth it. I'm going to click like.
See, that's the problem with LinkedIn, is the whole intention is you're trying to network, you're trying to be liked, because if you're liked, you'll get a job or you'll get some type of collaboration. So me liking this post, I don't really care about what you said. All right, we got another one. Probably very naive, but what if Putin had been an IB diploma program graduate? Would he have been in this terrible situation? An IB education values, deepens, and celebrates one's own culture, and other cultures without passing qualitative judgment on either. IB education stands for respecting human values and high ethics. What happens now in the Ukraine and in Russia only leads to loss on all sides. A very sad day for humanity.
I think, isn't IB is like credits in high school, right? Instead of like AP, there's like IB. Mm-hmm. That's right? Okay. So Dr. Peter is saying that if Putin had taken certain classes in high school to graduate, he wouldn't have invaded Ukraine. Wow. So wise. So thoughtful. This guy might be onto something. Let's just have Putin go back and take these classes. There are no more wars in the world if everybody has IB educations.
Yeah.
100%. It's just such a weird connection. IB education to Putin.
But isn't the homie a member of the IB board of governors?
Yeah.
This whole thing is an ad.
Yeah.
That's basically it. He's just
pretty much. I wish I could see the comments on this one. There's 18 comments. I wonder if people were like saying some stuff to him.
Yeah, IB education saved me from being a drug dealer.
yeah. I would have started a war too if not for IB education. Oh yeah, let's talk about LinkedIn a little bit in general.
For LinkedIn.
Yeah.
All right, so this past year, or these past few months, I focused so much of my time trying to make the perfect LinkedIn so I can get a job in doing studio work pretty much for video games. And to a degree, like, a lot of it was just like making sure my profile picture was cool and adding a lot more people to my network who were working in these companies. and then trying to sneak my way with a cool message like, hey, trying to relate to them so they can remember me when they're in the hiring process. Was it successful? Not really. Did it help me as an individual? For sure, you know, you put yourself out there, you get judged, you get rejected, but you move forward, you know, you keep on trying. So I value LinkedIn for that, for sure. But as far as like the whole social network part of it, I kind of find it goofy.
Yeah, I've used LinkedIn quite a bit, and I actually do think it's the best resource for job searching in this day and age because the job listings are there and the people that you can communicate to actually get your foot in the door in these jobs. I think the best way to use LinkedIn is the personal messaging feature of it and connecting directly with people that work at a company you want to work at or that you have some other connection to. For example, like a school alumni, something like that. When I get to a point where I go to LinkedIn just to check the feed, I know it's a problem, right? Like once you start using it like another social media and you're just looking at the posts, it's kind of a waste of your time, I would say, for the most part. And I do find it really interesting because I think that LinkedIn is probably the most censored social media, but censored in the sense of self-censoring because people are extremely careful of what they say because it can affect their entire livelihood. So you get a very low amount of authenticity on LinkedIn. And it's very obvious when it comes to some of these posts that you see.
See, that's why I don't mess with freaking LinkedIn. And it's because you have to represent yourself. Like your profile picture is there. You can get away with in any type of profile picture on Twitter because it's just your thoughts more than you as a person you're selling. But LinkedIn is just so, it's like you just said it right on the point. It's inauthentic. And for me, I like to be around like messy people, if I'm being honest. Messy in a good way. Like you know your problems and you know your issues and you're not scared to show it.
I think most people watching this have probably had some sort of experience with what you may call corporate politics, which would mean you just have to, the people above you have to like you and you have to act in a certain way when you're in a full-time job or a position to get the people above you to like you. And I hate that as well. I really hate that. And so that's why I would agree with you. It's when you get that inauthenticity and you have to play these corporate or political games when it comes to careers, I really hate it. It's the worst. Yeah.
You know, ironically, I saw a post that was talking about, he was complaining about, man, I'm tired of all the fake virtue signaling on LinkedIn, and man, this social media is just very much, it's face value, you know, there's no depth. And surprisingly, his post got very popular, lots of comments like, yeah, I hate it too, you know, and yeah, I hate it too. And so people recognize that they don't like it. I think generally most people would say it, but they know they have to play the game in order to make the money, for lack of better terms, or get the respect by having a good position. All that being said, I think it's one of those things where it's people like to complain about it. Like we're complaining about it now, but in reality, people are still going to do it because that's just a game, you know?
One point I was thinking of, the majority of people that are actually on LinkedIn using it are the ones that are looking for jobs. So they're not actually the ones that are good to know in terms of furthering your career. Because the ones that are actually in a field doing well, they're not wasting their time on LinkedIn because they don't have to. So it's really funny because I feel like the people that are posting the most, personal messaging the most, that kind of stuff, unless you work in HR, are the ones that are the ones looking for work. So it's really funny. When you see someone's using LinkedIn a lot, you know they're out of a job.